Good morning, Card Beaners. RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. 1981 Who's Who in Baseball. 1980 AL MVP George Brett, NL MVP Mike Schmidt. Not sure why Mr. Brett got the prominent full-size pose and Mike was relegated to just a thumbnail portrait shot, but that's what you got. Although, on the back, the 1980 full Phillies team with Mike Schmidt prominently displayed right there in the back row. So this is part of my Mike Schmidt collection. I do know that Mike ended up getting on a number of these covers for the Who's Who in Baseball series. Maybe they just put the MVPs on every year. I don't know. But because it had Mike on it, it's a collectible for my Mike Schmidt collection, and that's where it resides. All right, my random baseball item today. I was having fun showing off stupid household items or fun things, so I figure I'll keep that tradition for a while on baseball items. So I am a baseball collector as well as a Mike Schmidt collector and other things. I like to collect just stuff that's because I'm a Phillies fan. Anything and everything about the Phillies. I'm limited to what I can put on the walls because the wife will kill me otherwise, but I certainly purchase things that I can add to my shelf of random Phillies things. And this is a simple ballpark puzzle. Never bothered to open this one yet. This is still sealed. There's no value on something like this, so I should open it up one day and put the picture together. That'll be fun. 500 count puzzle of Citizens Bank Park. That is my random baseball item today. Has a nice little place on my shelf, part of my collection, all right? Today's trivia question, moving on with the themes about cool baseball cards and things like that. So 1984 Fleer again. For whatever reason, in 1984, Fleer did a lot of great pictures. Really fun images on their cards that year. I'm going to have to get myself a Fleer 84 set. It's a little pricey because of the Mattingly rookie. But 84 Fleer, there's a card within the 84 Fleer base set that features a member of the Atlanta Braves with a live boa constrictor wrapped around his neck. Name that Braves player. The 1984 Fleer set. All right. Your prize for that is a few Stadium Club cards from 2022. I'm sorry, 2002. New Hall of Famer Scott Rowland. Possible future Hall of Famer Andruw Jones. Jones is the guy sliding in this particular image. Yeah, never Hall of Famer because of the steroids, likely, but Sammy Sosa. Looks like he's connecting. He's not keeping his eye on the ball. I'm not sure what he's looking, but he's like, maybe it's the, I don't know. He doesn't look like he's looking at the ball. He's looking ahead of the ball there or something. Barry Bonds and Hall of Fame pitcher Greg Maddux. Those 5 Stadium Clubs cards from 2002 are your prizes if you tell me the name of that player from the Braves with a snake around his neck in the 1984 Fleer set, all right? Today, I just want to show off a few fun cards. I was going through my boxes of trade cards, and I found some cool stuff, and I thought I'd pull them out and set them aside and share some images with you, all right? So, got here from Topps Finest. What year is this? This is 2000 Topps Finest, very young Johnny Damon on the Kansas City Royals. Nice shiny card there, Johnny Damon. Topps Finest from 2000. I don't know what card this is. He's been in the league a couple of years now because he's got over 600 games played. So I just thought that was a nice one. Nice shine to it there. It's fun to go back and look at cards in your trade bins or whatever because you forget about some of the awesome things you may have. And I'll show some of that in a bit. Interesting card here, Dante Bichette on the Reds. I really didn't know he ever played for the Reds. But here you go. Dante Bichette playing for the Reds on the Topps Finest 2000. This is from 1999 Topps Finest. One of the few times you see Roger Clemens in the Blue Jays. So Roger Clemens with the Blue Jays that year. I don't have too many cards, obviously. I think he only spent a year or two up in Toronto, but he did snag the Cy Young Award that year. So Roger Clemens on the Blue Jays. You forget about that. This one's a littler known player. Only the Phillies guys will remember him. Mickey Morandini. Mickey was a longtime second baseman for the Phillies. He was part of our '93 team. Certainly no Hall of Famer by any stretch of the imagination, but he was a longtime Philly and then got traded to the Cubs, and here he is, Mickey Morandini in his Cubs uniform. I do remember when Mark McGwire hit his 62nd home run to go ahead of Maris. He was in, I can't remember if it was in St. Louis or in Chicago, but they were playing the Cubs. And, you know, feeling happy and really being a beloved player, Mark McGwire, as he was going around the bases, he kind of didn't high-five him, but he could have put his hand out, and, you know, they all clapped hands as they went around. He clapped hands with every player as he went around the bases. Mickey Morandini was at second base, and he got to, you know, congratulate Mark McGwire when he hit his 62nd home run that day. But he's a fan favorite of Philly. I think he coaches one of the different minor league teams for the Phillies at the moment. Interesting one here, Topps Stadium Club. Which one is this? 1997 Topps Stadium Club. I love the name, Stadium Slugger, Barry Bonds. I'm not a huge Bonds fan. I could care less about Barry Bonds. I'm not one of those players who think he should or shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give it a second thought. The powers that be will do what they choose to do. But this is just throws a nice card for the name of it, the Stadium Slugger, and Bonds on a nice follow-through. Like this card here of a former Philly. This is from 1998 Stadium Club, Greg Jeffries. I just thought this was a cool image. The card itself is interesting. It's got like these embossed stitches in the corners. Kind of cool. Looks like he just got brushed back. He's leaning backwards. And what's out of focus? I'm out of focus. Come on. You're focusing on the background. Stop focusing on the background. Come on, focus on the card. Dang it. Well, that's not focusing on the card at all. Autofocus is out of tune or something. I don't know. Anyway, looks like he just got brushed back from a picture, from an image, from a high and tight pitch. There we go. I'll do it that way then. Force it to zoom in. I just thought that was a cool image. He was briefly with the Phillies, most notably with the Mets in his early years, and Cardinals. This one I just thought was funny. This is from 1996 Topps Finest. And as they always do, even today, we've got, the focus is terrible. It's not working at all. But they come up with these cards of, why won't you focus on the card? Stop it. I don't know what's going on with my focus, but this card says Prodigies. And the guy's name is Dan Naulty, Naulty. And I wonder how many prospects are there out there that, you know, you swore were going to be great. And they just didn't work out. It just didn't work out for some reason. Let's see if I can't get this thing focused. Here we go. Dan Naulty. And he was a prodigy at one point, I suppose. But, you know, not anymore. Who knows? I just laugh sometimes, like I said, at the, when you're looking back through old cards and you see who were the highly touted rookies back in the day. Dan Notley was not the guy. This one made me do a double take when I saw it. Again, I'm just looking through my old Topps Stadium Club cards. Stadium Club, same year as the ones for the prize. This is 2002 Topps Stadium Club, but this is the Pat Burrell card. Now, if you take a good look at the image on that card, that ain't Pat Burrell. And I saw that the second. Wait a second, that doesn't look like him. So I was wondering, you know, did see, here's your Scott Rowland. This will be one of the prizes if you get the trivia question right. There's your Scott Rowland card. That is your Pat Burrell card, but that's definitely Scott Rowland. The back picture is Pat Burrell. That's Pat on the back. That is Pat Burrell. But this 100% is Scott Rowland. I'm thinking to myself, did everybody just miss this? Somebody out there must have figured this out. It couldn't have just been me today. And I went on to the tradingcarddatabase.com, and sure enough, they do have it listed as an uncorrected error that this is actually Scott Rowland's image on the Pat Burrell card. I just thought that was a unique little factoid there that, hey, did you know? Did you know? So if you're ever looking, if you're a Scott Rowland collector, you're going to want to make sure you get the 2002 Topps Stadium Club card of Pat Burrell, because it actually shows Scott Rowland. Now, I was also looking through some old Bowman cards, and I found some really cool rookies I want to show off right now. So, Carlos Delgado, who is dang near a Hall of Famer, I don't know why he isn't, started his career as a catcher. Here he is in full catching regalia from the 1993 Bowman release. Carlos Delgado. And there was another card in the 1993 Bowman release. Had more of a shine to it, where he's batting in a batting pose. They're different cards, both part of the base set of 1993 Bowman. They are. Neither is a special card or anything. They're both part of the base set. Player of the Year for the Florida State League. So 2 Carlos Delgado rookie cards. I might get those slabbed sometime in the future. I just think they're kind of cool. Along the same lines, a couple first top or Bowman. Actually, you know, let me stick with the 83 Bowman cards. Cool Derek Lowe rookie card from 93 Bowman. Derek's a borderline Hall of Famer. I don't think he'll make it, but he certainly had a great career with the Dodgers and Red Sox. So if you're a fan, that's a really neat Derek Lowe card. I love this card. It's a Hall of Fame player, but it's interesting to look at. So this is from 1993 Bowman. Edgar Martinez, and look what he's doing. All right, so this is a guy who's one of the best hitters ever. Designated hitter. He got into the Hall of Fame as a designated hitter, and he's hitting off the tee by himself. He's got a bucket of balls, reaches in, picks one up, drops it on the tee, and rips it. I'm sure that's what's going on here. Somewhere in spring training, I have no doubt. But, you know, you want to see how a Hall of Famer becomes a Hall of Famer. He works his ass off. This is 1993. Edgar had only been in the league for about 5 or 6 years. And he's taking time, hitting off the tee, working on his game. I just think that's a great image of a Hall of Fame player to show his work ethic, you know. Edgar Martinez, his career, he was already batting .311 as a career. He had batted .343 the previous year in 1992. And you can see why. Lastly, I got a couple Bowman First cards from 1997. A couple cool rookies, I thought. One is Sean Casey of the Indians. Long time, I remember him mostly as a Red. And now he's a broadcaster, I believe, for MLB Network. Sean Casey. looking really young and geeky right there. This is another one I think I might send in to get graded, get slad, because it's just, it's a blackboard. You worry about what you're going to get, but it's pretty well centered, and it's not like it's a Hall of Fame card, but he is a well-known person due to his broadcasting experience now. And then lastly, Carlos Beltran, who it's questionable if he'll get into the Hall of Fame, but here is his Bowman First from 1997. I just think that's also a great card. Great nod to a veteran star of the game. And those are cards that I just found. You have to go through every once in a while and go back through your cards so you remember what you have. And maybe somebody just got in the Hall of Fame who wasn't in the Hall of Fame before. Or maybe you never knew you had that one card there and you stumble across it. So one thing I always do is go back through my old cards just to have fun looking. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. Nothing special on the Mondays, just showing off fun cards and talking baseball a little bit. So remember the quick trivia question. The Snake Man from 94 Fleer. Email me the correct answer. I'll include my email in the description below along with a repeat of the question. You'll have today and tomorrow to answer. Good luck with that. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Come back again on Wednesday. We got more trivia on Wednesday and then on Friday. So, yeah. That's all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Keep on collecting and supporting this great card community, okay? Talk to you later. Take care.